I got back. Let's go ahead and let's get our iPhone battery illustration opened up, and let's continue moving on. Last things we did is we created this green fuel cell inside here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue furthering on and building the volume, the ellipses on the other sides of the fuel cells to give it that cylindrical, more of a cylindrical appearance. So let's go ahead and let's get moving forward a little bit more. First things first, we need to adjust our green. There's a couple of different settings I didn't realize last time, but thought about and came to after the fact. Anyway, let's go ahead and zoom in just a little bit. We're going to double click on this gradient because we want to edit it. Alright, we're going to enter into this gradient right here. We're going to go in there. Now what we want to do is we want to bring this guy right here in the center. We're going to bring this guy right here, and we're going to create a gradient from light to dark to light. So it's going to give us this nice kind of darker tone right here in the middle. Moving from there, we're going to go so ahead and select OK. Step back just a touch. We're going to take down some of this highlight in here. It's still pretty bright. We're going to lower that down. Okay, taking that guy down, we're going to bring this opacity of this guy down just a little bit more. Okay, that's better. Let's go and select OK. Select OK. Alright. Let's go ahead and let's adjust this inner glow. This still seems really hot right in here, so we're going to go ahead and adjust our inner glow, not our outer glow. And we're going to take down the size just a little bit and take down the opacity just a little bit, so we can see that we're not getting this so it's not as hot. And then so we're going to go ahead and leave that. It's about good. We might have to change it later, but we'll look at it again. Selecting OK. Moving forward, we're going to go ahead and zoom in. Alright, now what we want to do is we want to start making some other objects in here, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn off our fuel cell and turn on our battery graphic. So let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and draw this ellipse in here. But instead of using the pencil, we're going to use a different tool you guys haven't used yet, and that's the shape tool. So if you click and hold, you're going to select the ellipse tool. Let's go ahead and select that. From here, let's go ahead and just click and drag down. That's about what we need. We're not in the right place, but we'll position it after the fact. So now that we have that ellipse started, let's go ahead and let's name it before we do anything else so we don't lose it. So just double click on this. We got it there. We're going to go ahead and call this one fuel. We'll call it cylinder. I can't spell it. I'm not sure if that's correct. It doesn't look right to me, but we're going to keep going anyway. Moving forward, we're just going to call it fuel cylinder. That's pretty clear. We can use it for both sides of all this stuff inside here. So we're going to have that guy selected. We're going to grab our path selection tool, the black arrow down there. We have the points that are showing up. That means that it's selected. So we're going to go ahead and just nudge that guy right over. That's where we want it to be. Okay, let's go back to layers. Let's go inside our fuel cell. On top of this guy, we're going to go ahead and add a gradient. Okay, let's go ahead and select in here. I'm just going to pick a random color just at the moment so I can get some other things set. I'm going to say OK. That's where we're going to be. But it's not showing up because we haven't turned on the the view of our fuel cell. So let's turn that on. We can see that there's that piece. Okay, so I want to use these exact colors. So here's a cool thing we can do. We can double click on this gradient. Come in here, we can say add new. So maybe I'll call this one iPhone battery fuel, and just select new. And there it is. We've named it now. So if we say OK and OK, now if I come in and enter this red, I can actually access that right there. Boom. Okay. But we don't want it to be exactly the same, so we're going to kind of modify this just a little bit. So we're going to go into this gradient. We're going to make this guy disappear, so we only have two, a dark and a light version. Okay, so we can see that we're starting to see it just a little bit more. Alright, what we want to do is we want to be able to bring this gradient in a different position, so we're going to take our angle and move it. It's very finicky. Okay, that's what we want. We want it just a little bit darker on the back side, a little bit lighter on the front side. Maybe we can go the other way. I like that better. Okay, we can adjust our gradient by dragging in and out. We can adjust the amount it's gradating. We can move this guy up so it's much more gradual. It's really nice, not a hard line we're seeing there, so we'll select OK. Alright, let's go ahead and let's apply some of these same effects to this guy. How this is done is we can use Alt